Hello all of you, welcome to QA Studio channel. In this tutorial series, we will see a Selenium interview question. So first question is, what is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is an open source automation tool which is used for the testing web application. It is used for automating web application testing to verify that it works or expected or not. This is the important question, that what is Selenium WebDriver? All we know, Selenium WebDriver is an open source tool which is used to test the web application. WebDriver also support a different programming languages like Java, C Sharp, Python, and with the help of this language, we create a test script. So also the Selenium 2 is equal to Selenium RC and WebDriver are merged. Means there is a multiple version like Selenium 1, Selenium 2. Selenium 1 means it is a version 1 means Selenium RC, that is we say that Selenium remote control, and Selenium 2 means it is the merge of, means it is the combinations of Selenium RC and the WebDriver. Our next question is, what why Selenium WebDriver is popular? In this word, all there is a different tool to test the web applications like Selenium, QTP. But why we use Selenium WebDriver? Because Selenium WebDriver, it is an open source tool, so there is no license required and it is free. It is a one of the important features of the Selenium WebDriver, that it is open source. There is no need of the license, or it is a free. It supports multiple languages like .NET, Java, C Sharp, or Python. So it supports multiple browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer. So it all across the cross-browser testing. It supports multiple operating systems like Opera, Mac, Android. It also used for the faster execution. Faster execution means, unlike Selenium RC means remote control. WebDriver doesn't depend on the server to communicate with the browser. Means we can directly execute our test script on the browser. There is no need to start the server. WebDriver direct communicate with the browser using the defined protocol like JSON via protocol, which enable it to communicate faster than the more Selenium tool. Also, since Selenium support the JSON via protocol, itself uses a JSON, which is a very lightweight to communicate with the browser. Our question, what was our question? Why Selenium WebDriver is possible? First is, it is open source. It is open source tool. There is no require of the license, and it is free. Next is, it support the multiple languages like .NET, Java, C Sharp. It support multiple browsers like Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer. So it can allow cross-browser testing. Also, here one question is developed, that what is cross-browser testing? We will see in the next part. It support multiple operating systems like Opera, Mac, Android. Faster executions means, in the previous version of the Selenium, that is Selenium RC, we need to first start the server to communicate with the browser. But in Selenium, with Selenium WebDriver, we doesn't depend on the server communicate with the browser. WebDriver directly communicate with the browser using defined protocol like JSON via protocol, and it is a very lightweight. So it communicate faster than the Selenium one. Sorry, Selenium RC. What are the drawback of Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver means it does not support a desktop application. All we know, Selenium support does not support the desktop applications or mobile application. For the desktop application, we have to rely on the third party tool, and for the mobile applications also we have to rely on the third party tool. It can only automate web-based applications. So it is the one of the most important disadvantage of Selenium WebDriver, that it can only automate web-based application. It requires technical skill like programming knowledge to create and execute communication script. It does not have its own IDE or built-in repository. It does not have any reporting capability. So does not IDE means we have to install. It's not particular. It's own IDE. Is it have we for we have to use the others IDE. Also, it does not have a reporting capability. Means we have to rely on the third party tool like TestNG, JUnit and Extend Report. It does not have the capability to test the web service like SOAP and the REST, and so we have to use other tool like REST Assured, Apache HTTP client, SOAP UI and the Postman to automate them. It does not have the ability to handle the Windows based pop-up, CAPTCHA, barcode, QR code, OTP video streaming, audio clip or image testing by default, and for that we have to use other tool like AutoIT, Seculi to perform this task. Now the next question is Selenium WebDriver architecture. In the architecture, there is a language binding that we will use to write a test script. Also, we use the which browser driver, JSON wire protocol. As we discussed in the previous question, JSON wire protocol is used to communicate with the browser and the real browser. In the Selenium language binding, means these are the libraries that provide the interface for the writing test script for different programming languages such as Java, Python, Ruby, and they communicate with the browser driver through the JSON wire protocol over HTTP. Means the test script we write, it communicate with the browser driver with the help of the JSON wire protocol. Next, browser driver. Browser driver means these are the components that act as a bridge between Selenium command and the browser. They are specific to each browser. Means for the Chrome driver, we will use the Chrome driver. For the Firefox driver, we will use the Gecko driver. That type of the specific driver. They are specific to each browser and provide access browser functionality. They also translate the Selenium command into browser specific action and return the response back to the client. Next, what is JSON wire protocol? JSON wire protocol means this is a RESTful web service that defines the standard protocol for transferring data between the client libraries and the browser driver. It uses the JSON format to send and receive the command over the HTTP. Real browser means it is the actual web browser that executes the test script written in the Selenium WebDriver. They can be the any supported browser such as Chrome, Firefox, Edge and the Safari. These are the Selenium architecture. In the Selenium architecture, first component is the Selenium language binding, the language that we are going to use to write a test script. And this language means they are communicate with the browser driver to the JSON wire protocol. JSON wire protocols means it is a lightweight protocol for communicating the browser driver. Means this is a RESTful web service that defines the standard protocol for transferring data between the client and the browser driver. Next is the browser driver. Browser driver means it acts as a bridge between the Selenium command and the browser, and they are specific to each browser and provide the access to the browser functionality. Then there is a real browser. Real browser means the software we are going to use in the to execute our test script like Chrome, Firefox, Edge and Safari. The next question is how Selenium WebDriver works. As in the previous question, we see the Selenium architectures, means the language binding, what is language binding, what is browser driver, what is JSON protocol. Now we will see how Selenium WebDriver works. When user write a WebDriver code in the Selenium and execute it, means when we write any code, HTTP request go generate and it goes to the specific browser driver like Chrome, Internet Explorer and Firefox. Then the browser driver receive the request to the HTTP server. This all happen over the HTTP. Then as browser driver receive the HTTP request through the HTTP server, the HTTP server decide which actions it have to perform, need to execute the browser. After that, HTTP server then receive the execution status and send back to the status to the automation script, which then show the result. Means first we have to write a test script on a particular language. Then when we write any test script on the particular by using particular language, HTTP request generate and it goes to the respective browser that we are going to use. Suppose we are going to use the Chrome driver, then respective, then it goes to the Chrome driver. If we use the Firefox, then the request generate and it goes to the Firefox driver. Then browser driver receive the request to the HTTP server. So HTTP server decide which action need to execute on that particular browser. After that, HTTP server then receive the execution status and send back the response to the automation script. The next question is how to use Selenium WebDriver for the web automation. First, we have to create the instance of the WebDriver, like WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. In this question, we have to see how Selenium WebDriver, how we use the Selenium WebDriver. For that, first we have to create the object of the WebDriver, like WebDriver driver is equal to new Firefox driver. As we know, WebDriver is an interface and we can't create the object of the WebDriver interface. So here we use the Firefox driver class constructor. After that, navigate to the desired web page which need to be the automated. As we created the object of the Firefox driver class, we have to navigate at the particular page. Means what page we have to automate it. For that, there is a command driver.get. Get is a method of the WebDriver interface, and with the help of get method, we load a new web page. So here we have to use http demoqa.com website. So in the driver.get, in the double colon, we have to write the desired web page command. Then we have to locate the particular element on the web page. And for the locate the web page element, we use the XPath or others locator like last name ID. Here we locate the web element. We are going to perform operation on the web element. That's why here we write the web element. This is the variable name, and then driver.find element. This is the method. This is also method of the web driver, and with the help of this method, find elements method, we locate the element by using the locator like by.id, by.class, like that. As we locate the element, we have to perform the action on that particular element. So to perform this action, we use the click function send keys method, like that. If you want to type the name of the identified text box, we can use the send keys command, like variable name dot send keys, and here we have to pass this Ravinder Singh. And after that, we will perform the close operation, and for the close operation we have to use driver.close. We will see in the on the whiteboard. First we will create the object of Firefox class. After that, we have to perform on the operation on the web element. That's why here we will write web element now we have to perform the means we have to send the some keyword to that particular text box. For that we will use sendKeys method, and the sendKeys method is a method of the WebDriver. So the variable that we have created id element dot sendKeys, and here we have to pass name as a Ravi. We have to write it double quotation, and in the last we have to close the driver. So we will write driver dot close. Close also method of the WebDriver interface. Now the next question is list of the method of the search context like the WebDriver interface. Search first we will see what is search context. Search context is the topmost interface in the Selenium architecture, and the find element and the find elements method is the methods of the search context. Then after that, after search context, there is another interface like Selenium WebDriver interface, and has a method like get, quit, close, get window handle, get window handles, get title, like that. After Selenium WebDriver interface, there is a nested interface like JavaScript executor interface. These nested interfaces are used to perform the operation like back and forward. We will see now what is the WebDriver method. The first method is a get method. This method is used to launch a new browser and open the URL that we have to pass in the this, and here we have to pass the URL in the double quotation. The second method is a get window handle. Get window handle means it is used to handle the single window, that is main window, and its return type is a string. It will return the focus browser window that we have to perform the operation. Then the second method is get window handle. Get window handles means it is used to handle the multiple window which is opened by the driver instance, and its return type is a set. If interviewer asks what is the return type of get window handle which return the single window, then we say that its return type is a string. But when interview will ask about get window handles, that type we will say its return type is a set. And also it will return, like in the get window handle, it will return a single window. But in the case of get window handles method, it will return the all windows opened by the Selenium WebDriver. Now the next method is a close and quit. What is the difference between the close and quit? This question may be asked during the interview. Now we see what is the difference between close and quit. This command is used, close command is used to close the current browser window which is currently focused. Means जो browser window open होगा वो वही single window close होगी with the help of close. But with the help of quit method, this will close all the browser window which is opened by the driver instance. अगर हमने क्लोज यूज किया तो पर्टिकुलर विंडो ही क्लोज होगा जिस पे हम वर्क कर रहे हैं. बट इन द केस ऑफ क्विट, this will close the all window which is opened by the driver instance. Then also one method is there, get title. Get title means this method is used to retrieve the title of the web page. Now we see web elements method. First we see search context method. Search context method means find element and find elements method. After that we see WebDrivers method. WebDrivers method means get window handle, driver, driver dot close, quit, also driver dot get, and the get title. Now we see web element method, that is find element and the find element. Find element method, this is used to locate a new this is used to locate the web element, and this method return the first matching element on the web page, and its return type is web element. Interview may be asked this type of question, that what will be the return find elements method. It will return the single web page. If no element found, then it is throw the no such element exception. It will find the first matching element and its syntax is web element it is a variable, driver dot find elements, and with the help of by dot locator we will find the element. The next method is the send keys. Send keys is the method to enter the value in the given edit box or the text box. Its syntax is driver dot find elements, and we have to use the by dot id by dot class. After that we have to dot send keys, and here we have to pass the value that we have to enter the particular text box or edit box. Then there is a clear method. Clear means it clear the value from text box. Its syntax is driver dot find elements by dot locator name. Here we can use any type of locator like by dot id, by dot class name, or here we also use the CSS selector xbar, and with the help of clear method we will clear the value from the given edit box or the text box. After that there is a click method. It is used to perform the click operation on the particular web element like button, checkbox, radio button. And also the next method is the submit method. It is used also click to particular element. But there is during the while we are using the submit method, there are the two conditions that button present within the form tag and its type is submit. So here also a question form that what is the difference between the click and the submit. We say that click method is used to click the operation on the particular element like button, checkbox or link. But in the submit, it is also used to perform the click operation, but there are the two conditions like first condition, button is present within the form tag and its type is a submit. Also their method web elements method is enabled, is selected and is displayed. The next question is difference between the get and navigate. Get means it is a method of WebDriver. Navigate is also method of WebDriver. This is the similarities between the get method and the navigate method. That is, both the methods are the methods of the WebDriver interface. But in the case of get method, it will load a new web page and wait until the whole page load. It cannot track the history of the browser. But when we talk about the navigate method, it will redirect the page and does not return, will not wait to finish the page load. Also, in the case of navigate method, it tracks the history, browser history, and can perform back and forward operation on the browser. When we are using the get method, we simply create the object of the Chrome driver, then we pass the URL in the get method and perform the operations like click or send keys. But in the case of navigation, we will use driver.navigate.to. After that, here we pass the URL. Then also with the help of navigate method, we refresh the content of the web page. Also we go the backward and the forward to for operation on the web page. These are the difference between the get and navigate. Get means it will load a new web page and wait until the page load, and it cannot track the browser history. But in the case of navigate, it will load a new web page and will not wait until the finish page, but it track the browser history with the help of back and forward method. Also with the help of navigate method, we can refresh our page. These are the questions generally asked the interviewer during the interview, and these are the all important questions. Again, in the next part of this tutorial series, we will cover the next important question. Thank you.